Hello.
This is Dan Aziz from Varsity Rowing, and he last year started the Pull for the Cure, which is a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. And he started it because, Dan?
Well, I started because I was looking for something, a good cause for our team to rally behind. I had noticed that the Head of Charles happened during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and with myself having a close friend's mother diagnosed with breast cancer, my sister diagnosed with cancer of the appendix, and a guy on my team's mother who passed from breast cancer, I thought breast cancer was a really good cause to show some support for. And after my sophomore year, I started thinking, how can I give back to that and make sure that other people hopefully aren't as affected by it as some of the guys on my team. And with Head of Charles being Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, I thought it presented the perfect opportunity. So I quickly drew up a little bit of a plan, talked to some of the guys and some of the alumni to get some pink suits to rally behind, and got going.
Now, last year you did it just as Brown, and this year somehow it got to the other crews.
Yeah.
Princeton, Yale, Georgetown, I think, Holy Cross,
and
Penn State?
Penn State, yes.
And Penn State, I got the circuitous route that came through, is that summer training with Monsignor Bonner School in Philly.
Yeah, there was one of our teammates at Bonner trained out of Penn State with them, and they expressed some interest, and so they shot me an email. What I was originally looking to do after the first year, I was overwhelmed by the success. We had $25,000 in our first year, and thought that if I could get more schools and if they could get $25,000 in their first year, we could really make an impact. So I sent out emails to all schools right after the IRA championship last year and got some immediate feedback, but took some more pushing to get more and more schools along and to join in. And then suddenly, by September, we had those schools lined up and ready to go, so it was great.
Now, college students tend to be slightly self-centered. Do you feel this has gained some value to teach another kind of education for the students to reach out to the broader, besides their campus?
Definitely. I think you know, in school, and especially as NCAA athletes, we're asked to help out in smaller communities doing you know, donations of gifts or something, or teaching. We do some volunteer work at a little elementary school, but nothing really this stage, this big of impact, is kind of normal for guys 18 to 22, and I think in doing this, guys have really gotten awareness of how philanthropy and how they can really change the society that surrounds them, greater than just their group of friends, their family, and their small networks. And I think the whole team, especially Brown, and actually I've already talked to some of the captains at the other schools who joined us, have just already felt really great about what they've done, and had no idea they could really make this kind of impact.
It seems that Yale is very involved, and I see that Princeton has as well. And you know, I think that I'm really impressed with Penn State having not the same kind of resources that the Ivy League schools has, and really figuring out new ways to reach out, because they don't have the vast alumni network that the Ivies do. So Nick D'Ampirio, I think he's done a great job.
Oh, I thought he's done a fabulous job. Like, the whole time, like, at first he was apologetic that they couldn't get as much money, and I was like, oh, there's no reason to say sorry. Like, look, you're doing it, and other schools that are much bigger than you guys and have much more history, bigger history in rowing, and at the Head of Charles are not even doing it. And I just thought he did an amazing job getting his team behind it. It's a club team, and they did a great job with the fundraising. I mean, yeah, we may have raised the most money, but I think, you know, per person and just in terms of resources, they did a fabulous job.
What do you personally get from this?
I get a lot of satisfaction just knowing that I'm contributing to something more than just, you know, my team or my athletics or my personal, something more than just within my personal life. Like, having seen cancer firsthand affect people and loved ones, I mean, I know how devastating it is, and I feel like I'm actually, and the more and more successful Pull for a Cure gets, the more I feel that I'm actually making a larger change to not only just, you know, the rowing community, but right now the Northeast, and hopefully one day the world. I mean, it's
and maybe for your career as well.
For my career, because
you're learning a lot probably doing
definitely.
this.
I mean, I think it's definitely helped me. I'm looking at going to law school right now, and I'm a senior graduating, and this has definitely helped me just, you know, in terms of organization and being able to show that I can accomplish something on a large scale, and has given me definitely some tools in how to pursue goals and achieve them. But also I think it's led me down a career path of thinking maybe more towards social benefit and philanthropy through gaining more knowledge like laws and how to change laws. I'm actually interested in healthcare laws. So.
Oh, great. So you're having a reception over at the Post,
yes.
Giving out a trophy. And give me a little story about this trophy. Did you decide to do this? Or?
My dad and I decided to do the trophy. We ordered it right from England. I mean, I've been to Henley, and we have some great trophies that we race for in our dual season, and we were looking for one that definitely would match those, if not be a bit prettier. So, and we just thought, rowing is all about, a lot of it's about competition and about winning, and the trophy symbolizes that. So we thought by having the trophy there, guys would become more competitive and more driven to raise more money and really represent like the overall goal of winning our battle against breast cancer. So.
Yes, it seems to me that the rowers have been a very competitive group.
Yeah.
And how does your boat do today, by the way? How'd you feel?
Good? I think we had a really good race. We were stuck between two real great crews. The U23 German national team that won gold this year at Worlds, and the senior men's U.S. national team. And so, we didn't pass anyone, but I think we had a real good fight. And it's still real early in our season, but I think the guys were really happy with how we fared, and a good step towards winning that IRA championship this spring.
Well, congratulations, Dan, and thank you for doing this Pull for the Cure, and I'm sure that many other colleges might join in next year.
I hope so. I hope to keep
nice to finally meet you.
Nice.